Alright, so today we are going to talk about the track layout. So when I created this track, I want it to be really challenging for the cars, for the Tamiya cars. I don't want it to be easy, like, those simple turns, simple U-turns, simple fishtails, or hairpins, or chicanes. I want it to be really challenging. So I ended up um, copying some of the best Formula One tracks around the world, and we are going to talk about that. So first, let me show you the images of the Formula One tracks that I copied. So right here is my favorite track that is in Belgium. It's called Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. So here I copied turn 18 and 19 right there. That is what I copied, and that's straight away. Okay, the next one is the Indianapolis right there. So I copied turn 12, 13, all the way back to turn 1. And then the last one, it's actually a combination of the one in Istanbul, Turkey, which is that turn right there. That, a sharp hairpin. Actually, it is right there. Right there, that sharp hairpin right there. That hairpin. That's a combination of that and the Suzuka circuit, which is basically this one, turn 13 and 14, that hairpin again. Okay, so now I am going to show you where are those tracks located. So we talked about the quick chicanes and the straightaways. So for that, it is actually this, the quick right and left-hander right there. And a quick left-hander, those chicanes, and the straightaway. That is from Spa, Francorchamps, in Belgium. And this right here, this tight hairpin, I got this from combination of Istanbul and Suzuka in Japan. And then from here, it's gonna go all the way down to the bridge, one of the bridges, and to this long oval turn, which is, I got it from the Indianapolis, or you can choose whichever, NASCAR speedways, because they always have that. But what makes this unique is the fact that most of the tracks, Tamiya tracks around, are basically challenging. Yes, you can say that, but it's not meant for them to to jump over or to break the cars. Now I made this track not to actually break the cars, but to challenge it more. So that's why I put the bridge over here, and I kind of called this area like the Killzone, because as soon as the car goes up right there, the gravity will basically kick in and will bring the car down. But if you have a fast car, the car will actually flew for a little bit, and then it's gonna get caught off guard, because instead of a straightaway, I decided to make like a sharp turn, a sharp hairpin turn right here. So most of the cars that I made, without proper setup, most of them actually flips over off the track because of that. because of this sharp hairpin turn. So this is like my kind of kill zone kind of area of the track, you know, because you need proper setup to do this, you know, to actually make it around this area. And then from here there's a quick right and left hander. That is fairly easy, to be honest. It's not that challenging, but this bridge, however, will basically, let me focus that, there we go. This bridge, however, will do the same thing, you know. It will push the car up, you know, and as soon as the gravity kicks in, it's gonna go down the slope. The good thing about this, because I have that straight away, so it'll be a bit easier for the car compared to the other one that actually goes into a tight hairpin turn, which is more challenging for the car. Now from that all the way up to here, there's like quick chicanes here, you know, a couple of right and lefts. You know, those are really easy for the car. It's basically confusing it because it doesn't know if it's gonna go right or left or straight or whatever, you know. So it's a fairly easy challenge for the car. What makes it different is the tight turn, the tight hairpin turn right here, you know, and I elevated it to make it a little bit more challenging for the motor, you know. But there is no way, if you're gonna ask me, there's no way that, you know, the cars will flip over because of the fact that the track is actually angled up, you know. So in real racing, for example the go-karts, you know, if you have that angle, you can actually go faster, you know, on those tight turns. Because of the elevation, you know, the gravity will start kicking in and will work against the car or against your go-kart. So there's no way that you're going to you know, spin around when you take that into like a fast corner. But not unless if you're going to just go straight without turning, then obviously you're going to hit the barriers. But with the Tamiyas, we actually have rollers, so this will be fairly easy for them to turn around. Okay, it's just challenging. I just made it challenging because of the elevation that I did. Alright, so from there I made this like a longer version of the quick chicanes. I did that to challenge again the cars until they go to that bridge or to that quick right and left hander, which will take them to that huge oval hairpin right there. So this track is more on to challenge the cars, you know. I just didn't make it just because what I want to be more challenging. So that is it. With this kind of track setup, you know, you really need to consider about proper setup for your cars. You know, it's not just any other tracks that you actually go around to or go to test your cars, because most of them are just, you know, complete straightaways, simple turns, you know. But this one, with this turns, I actually added the bridge, especially that area right there. That area right there, with that tight turns, you know, that will really challenge the cars. You know, so that's the beauty of this. It's it looks simple, but it's very hard for the cars. So that is it. Again, car setup depends on the actual track. So I suggest that you do, you know, more practice laps, so you can modify your cars and reach the peak of your car's performance. That is it. Thanks for watching.